seems to work. So let's just season 10. Just going to make some admin stuff first. Ooh. Oh, that as well. Hello, the Brew Crew and other Football Manager fellows. And oh, it just died now. I don't know why. Please don't do that. Why did that happen? Man. Aha! I want. Why is it not working? Error? What an error. Fuck you. That's what I feel like. F you. Okay, now it works. Hello, the Brew Crew, and welcome back to my Arsenal stream series here on Football Manager 2018. And I'm the only one that probably still plays Football Manager 2018, and that's just because I don't understand with what do you call it, betas and alphas and all that shenanigans, because it's just pointless, because the game is not, it just has so many bugs at this point. I'm even thinking of waiting to December to get it, or I kind of want it in November as well, because I want to start my Gunsley Lower League Management series. But let's just now. I know I can just do this now. Ming season 10 on YouTube. There we go. Okay, so here we are, and oh boy, I have a lot to go through here. Especially, we have done a massive transfer window. I'm not the person that usually, as you probably know, if you've seen this series before, or my other Football Manager series, I'm not usually a person that likes to spend a lot of money. But now was, oh well, this might be the last season with Arsenal, so let's just go for a bang and try to win the league. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. Try to win Premier League. So we have, don't be shocked, but we have spent over 3.6 million there. Yeah. That's a lot. We let some players go. The free signing, Nils Jakobsson, he's back in. He's not superb, but it's good backup, and it says actually that's still a leading player for Premier League, so I'm very happy about that. And he actually played some national caps as well, so he's going to be I'm going to actually play with our once playmaker, so that's very nice. But Vinicius is probably going to play the most matches. Nils Jakobsson, you can see is superb, and he is as well trained here in Arsenal. I believe he did come through the first season there, so very nice. Then we just let 2 players go here. But let's just go through the away transfers first. I sold Betancourt for 42.5 million. He's 29. He's not getting any better. Let's just say that. Alfonso Sosa, I just signed him just because he was cheap, 7 million. So I just signed him. He's not played, or he's played 13 matches actually, but yeah, that first season, and I loaned him off 4 seasons in a row. Then I managed to get 41 million euros there, so that was pretty good. He had pretty hefty wages as well, but I thought, why do we have him left if he's not played any matches? Casano as well, maybe not the best, but as you could see, he's not going to improve that much. Fortunately, I don't have, I just have Patrick Gomez right now, so I did not have super much money, or I did. Now I'm just saying, I mean, spending that amount there, but I was not able to get a right back. I wanted a right back, but unfortunately, Manchester United took the right back that I wanted. So yeah, Hull signed Arp here, and we got 33.5 million. I signed him for free, so that's really good. So we really make a lot of money there. Marco Martinez, he had just 3 stars. I let him go as well. We didn't make a profit, so as you can see, on the most played, we actually made a profit. Valverde, I signed him for free as well, so it was like a profit there as well. So it's almost profit on every single play. I guess not Kurtzuma, but still. Vittorio Londano, it actually says that he's not superb right. He's not developed that much. He's not bad, but I did just have too many offensive midfielders. I let him go actually for 40. I was hoping there would be a little bit more. And I sold Suazo because I was pissed at him when he missed that penalty last season. Aaron Ramsey went to Aiko Aten. I mean, he's not played anything recently. So it's been a while since he was a first teamer. But I managed to get his contract. I'm regretting a little bit Stacey going out alone. But I mean, we cannot have super many players. So yeah. We signed Marcelo. He's kind of my backup right back now. He's not superb. I retrained him as a right back, yes. So we have someone at least there. And I have a player that's going to come in the January transfer window. Daniel Caprari, I've checked at 2 players from Lazio, and Caprari was the player I got in. He can play. He's mainly. We are going to use him as a striker because he scored 16 and 18 goals. So backup for Chris Manning. But he can as well play on all offensive positions there. Right midfielder, left midfielder, and central offensive midfielder. So yeah, 39.5. I think it was not too bad because he is definitely at least a leading player in Serie or in Premier League. Then we signed Prince Boateng. Yeah, it's not the Prince Boateng you think of, but it's just the region here. We signed him for Gelsenkirchen for 70 million. Oh my god, that's a lot, but he's just superb. So he is actually going to start instead of Casemiro. I actually sold Casemiro, or I actually loaned out Casemiro because he's not getting any younger. So 70 million there. Then we signed a superb Xavi Visconi or something like that. He's superb. What's it called? Regist, I would say, but here's a deep lying playmaker. But he's really superb. Only 24 years, so I was surprised in the Barcelona. Just you can have him for only 30 million. I mean, he's amazing. Okay, he's not played that many matches, but he's truly superb. So I don't really understand why Barcelona was low. Like, 30 million, that's no problem. And then we signed another. I don't know. It's just turned out that we signed a lot of Colombian players. So I signed Alberto Diaz Grandios. He is a right midfielder. and he's 2-star right now. He's not superb, but it's pretty cheap, so I thought, why not actually sign him for 1.3 million? He's just loaned out now. Was another player that another Colombia. I might actually check who it was that I also wanted to get but did not get. Oh yeah, there was Brian Mosquera. He chose instead the Liverpool. As you can see, €500,000. That's nothing. So it seems like you can find a lot of players in Colombia that isn't super expensive. Juan Manuel is a superb central defender, really good in there. Jumping reaches 20, 20 in determination, 20 decision, concentration 15, composure 14, positioning 18. He's a world-class player. I'm just going to say that. So yeah, we actually got one player that is in the star or the best squad in the league here, and then Nils Jakobsson, of course, for free. Milas Illich, I wanted to get in a younger right back. They did not say that he was great, but now they actually say that he's 4 stars. I'm happy about that. I mean, that's not even my... Yeah, as you can see there, 3 stars. I don't understand that. I disagree with that, actually. Fernandinho might actually be better of judging their offensive players, but yeah, he's probably going to start more matches than Patrick Roberts, but I still have Patrick Roberts because I like him and he scores a lot of assists and goals. So 50 million for him. Toulouse, so I kind of regretted it. I mean, he's superb for being 32 years old. And so I don't, and his natural fitness is all around really good and really good offensive as well, and can play a defensive central midfielder and offensive midfielder. So he's the complete midfielder. Toulouse there from Bayern München, and 39 million. I thought for his stats he looks just superb. Unfortunately, yeah, as you can see, he is the wage, I believe it's almost the highest in the in the club here, but I still thought it was worth it just for him. I mean, wow, he can even play on right back and left back. Okay, it's not his best position, but he can still play there. And good offensively, good defensively. And then lastly, Emmanuel Gurel. Gurel? I don't know. From Stuttgart. Yeah, kind of a lot of money, but I feel like we kind of needed some other players because as you can see, Jay Wilson, he's unfortunately not as good anymore. He's sort of stagnated, so I don't know how. He's probably going to just play mostly cup matches and UMTT. I still have him because I want some experience. So unfortunately Grubels is just fur, but as you can see he's 90 already and he is definitely a wonder kid, so I still thought that was worth it. So yeah, as you can see, I spent a whole lot, but I really wanted to try to win the league, and as you can see, 6 goals right now from Chris Manning so far. I haven't played too many matches. I played 1 league match and 1 what is it, European Super Cup here, and as you can see, Milos as well, 5 points from 2 matches there. And checking that, they actually now we're actually expected third, so that's good. We have Chris Manning, Alex Thomas finally gets into the best team of the, and then Juan Manuel there. So we have at least 3 players. Unfortunately, I can see City has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I mean, Manchester United just have 2. So I think at least we can fight with Manchester City here. But we actually managed to win against Manchester City pretty comfortable with 2-0 here. Chris Manning scoring 2 goals. The new Illich with 2 assists. I mean, it's surprising how good it started right now. I thought it would be, with so many new players, I thought it would be more of a problem. 4 goals by Chris Manning against Liverpool here. It was a little bit worrisome that he would come back in this match. I mean, it's a little bit annoying that he doesn't get to 10. Maybe he had to score 5 goals. So yeah, we are going to line up like this. I feel like, or wait here. I might actually. No, okay, it's not that great. Cavallero then on you. Both are good as Cavalier. But I think, yeah, we are going to go with that. Let's see if I should make any changes. Maybe it's better there. So we have Gomez, or we have Alan Gomez, Grubel, Juan Manuel, Warren, Boateng, Chaveder, Alex Thomas, Caprari. I was thinking of actually seeing how good he will work here. Illich and Manning. So it will be really exciting. If we don't win the league right now, and I've actually seen that the other, I mean Manchester United, I'm just going to say it straight up, they are not going to win it because Mourinho got sacked in the end of last season and in the game here, and I mean, it's not like Simeone is bad, but he's probably needs some time with the team to actually get pretty good. They have signed Verratti, James Black. I wanted him, but unfortunately I didn't get him. I mean, still, Philippe Rousseau cost more than our most expensive players. So, I mean, to be fair, we just signed a lot of good players, and no one really cost like super much. That's 70 million was. I mean, 70 million. That is what Kaká cost, or something like that, I believe, to Real Madrid. So it's not really, especially when thinking Mbappé or no, what is it called? Neymar costing 200 million, and Kai Havertz they signed for 100 million there. They signed this player as well, and Pellegrini. So yeah, and they sold Ruben Neves there. But as you can see, they both of them have not started the league that great. So maybe we are going to win the league. I'm at least hoping that. And did they both, or did they meet each other? I want to see here. Okay, they met Hull. That's a pretty tough match, not gonna lie. And I mean, it's a little bit early to make conclusion out of this and draw against Everton. But hopefully we can keep it up and keep winning matches and keeping at the top of the league. This is going to be a tough match though. I've sometime have had a little bit of a problem with Manchester United. I believe I even have minus statistics, to be fair. So yeah, could be better. Could definitely be better, and we will see who we get drawn against. I'm actually going to buy Football Manager 2019, but like I said before, I don't really have super much money, so I have to wait to my paycheck to get in. But it's been really fun as well to working. I've not been super used to it, so I've been a little bit tired some days. And I had to pre-record a lot more of Football Manager, but I feel it's still working pretty decently. And it's pretty fun as well, or pretty nice learning experience and such. So yeah, and I have the job I have right now is to the beginning of November, but I have searched for a new job, so hopefully not in Football Manager but in real life, in Stockholm. Now I'm just working in my own municipality. Always go. I'm scared. I'm scared of. I don't know what it is with Manchester United play. Maybe it's because all of their players have so high wages. But this, I mean, still, I don't even know how many. I saw one player there that is a region, but elsewhere they don't really have that many regions. So, and of course, and it is the only region they have that score, of course. But this is a really tough match. I don't know, really. It would be. If we get the draw, I'm pretty happy still. Okay, oh, they have one. Two players. Two players up top. Elsewhere. I'm not even sure that I have any player here that's actually not the region. Caprari. Oh, Chris Manning. No, I don't think so. Patrick Gomez, Boateng, Caprari, Chris Manning, Ilicic. Let's go. So it's very much great interception there. Xavi, Caprari. Caprari is played superb right now. Okay, their goalkeeper is as well a region, but still bizarre, and especially since they were almost about to lose their Champions League spot last season. Why they don't just try to actually kind of make the team a little bit. Yes, they have 3 players now. Okay, 5 players, but still, I have 11 players. That's regions. Schauk, Shirkov, Pogba. I mean, how old doesn't Pogba have to be? He's probably 33. Of course. Have they had 2 shots or something like that? I mean, yeah, I know we haven't created too much either, but of course it's like impossible to win against. I mean, checking at the stats there, it's not like they have dominated and deserve to win with. I mean, we have had chances as well, so feel like 2-1. Maybe now. Chris Manning, yes. Caprari has been superb in his offensive midfield positions. Maybe his works as well there, so that's pretty nice if we have more than 2 choices on the offensive midfield, because this is still a new tactic. I've not used so much the offensive midfield there because I feel most of the time it doesn't work that great, so yeah. But right now it's actually worked decently. No one has full pot right now. So I believe we're not going to sign anyone else if we don't find it. Or, oh, I forgot. I've signed another player which I did not show you, which will come in January. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that he's superb, but he's the backup for Patrick Gomez. And unfortunately, it was not that great as Casano, so to be fair, maybe it was a mistake. But also it was like, it's an Englishman and I want more English players, so yeah. So I got him in. I mean, he's just bizarre because he's played in, what is it called? He plays in Championship, but is definitely a player that's good enough for Premier League, I would say. Fortunately, not that great right now. Kind of uneven how the team has played. Warren has not been great. Let's bring in some experience in MTT. I know it's not. He's sort of better here, but maybe we have to stabilize it a little bit. Illich Roberts. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why Manchester United win, even. Maybe I'm going overboard, so to say, with all the youth players here. But, I mean, I really want to, and especially in Football Manager, the players, they decline a lot very fast. So, yeah, but I guess I can have some players like Umtiti has been superb all the day. I feel like he will play until he decides to retire. I might not continue this. Oh, Caprari! That was disappointing that he could not do anything better with that. And now we actually have more shots here, so definitely feel like we deserve a draw at least here. Juan Manuel doesn't have the best fitness here. It's not the best at Gomez has actually been one of the least good players here. Toulouse. I know but I want to risk it. It seems extreme, but I want to at least try to win this match. I know it might not be the best, but he doesn't have any injuries. So I feel like it should still work here, or whatever. Oh, sight. Yeah, Xavi has not been that great today. Maybe we have to find, or that, I mean, this was a first, so it's not super surprising still. I mean, we will still have probably losses, but I was hoping could get a draw at least. Good there, Gomez. Oh, do we have an injury or someone? It looks, no. Okay, it's probably Manchester United play. Oh wow, it's of course. No, yes, Chris Manning. That's just disappointing. I mean, that's just ridiculous by Black there. What a pass. And then Chris Manning can't do anything better. Well, this is not his best match. Scored 4 goals against Manchester or against Liverpool, so why can't he do it here? I guess he's not Messi and all. Like playing on another planet. Even if he's superb still and great. I mean, what kind of pass is that? Sorry for being frustrated, but what kind of pass is that? Stop making such a silly passes. It's just bizarre. Good pass there, Capra. Oh, did not wait it through, but still, I still feel like for being his first match in a new position, of course, they make his fucking superb assist now. BS. I feel like, especially since we've been that great in the recent matches, and now it's just like, no, your team can't play this good anymore. From nowhere whatsoever. That's just frustrating. Especially, I don't know if you saw there, but they are not even signed that man. Philip Anderson, but still, I don't feel like they are. I mean, they're probably going to be top 4 still, but I still don't feel like they have such a great team. It's just frustrating when you are as good as the other team, and the only thing that difference is possessioning and actually shots on target or whatever. I guess Carlos I was thinking of signing him before, but I was not able. I mean, he has 56 in potential, so, or 56 in recommendation, and still. Look here, he scored 1 goal. Of course, he will double his tally now against us. He scored 1 goal last season. 1 fucking league goal. But of course now he scores 2 in 1 match. That's just totally retarded. I really don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that. It's just so dumb. Oh, I was worried there would be a penalty there as well. Then I would have almost walked out. Because I don't feel like we deserves to lose like 4-1. 3-1 is even harsh. Maybe 3-2. Maybe. Because now they've actually had more shots on target. But still. It's not fair. I guess unfortunately most of our players not. Are you freaking... No. Don't you dare. Okay, there goes the whistle. Of course he scored. It's just frustrating. Especially when he's a player like that. I mean, you should... So his stats there. And it's not bad, to be fair. But still... Why does he have to score just against me? Why can't he score against Bournemouth or some other silly team? No, he has to score against me. Of course he has to do that. When he had scored 1 goal. In 40 matches last season. That's just so dumb. Like, I don't know what to say, really. Southampton next year. I think the Champions League draw will be soon as well. I guess as well they wanted more to win this, but still looking as well on this, I mean it might be too good just, or we are actually not met that many tough teams either. But still 2-0. I was surprised when I played that City match because I thought it would be tough, but I'm going to check again. I'm pretty sure they did not even have that many chances. Let's see. Yeah, 23-9, 15-1 in shots on target. I mean, and that's City that won the league last season. I don't know if they did not want to win the Super Cup. It could be that also, but still, those stats are just insane. There should not be such a crush in numbers there. Who are you? Not superb. So yeah, I think this might actually be the last season. Well, I could go to Tottenham, but that wouldn't be so fun. I'm still checking. I think Napoli is probably the team I would maybe go to, because most of the team their contract is still pretty long. Or City if they flop. Valverde. Okay, unfortunately I had longer contract there, so that wasn't Dortmund. It's too long. Luis Enrique. I mean, it would be cool to make Everton a top team. It would be probably tough, but I feel like they have, or have they? So I mean, they still have Sandro, and they have some players that are really good here. They have Edison, superb defensive midfielder there. They have a decent right back as well. They have Oxford. They have kind of wanted to sign before, but I'm not sure. He's just 3-star, but still, he's been superb in West Ham, and they signed him there. I mean, they have a pretty decent team, not gonna lie, and he looks pretty decent as well. So Everton would be interesting if we could make them a top team. And as you can see, their reputation are as good as Juventus. I guess that doesn't say that much because Juventus has not been that great, but still. I mean, I don't know if Milan really, because they signed so many weird players. I mean, maybe, because it's Milan, but still, I don't know. And he's just his contract going out in December, and the same with Carva. No, oh, they've signed a longer contract. Oh, that's annoying. Umri as well as 2 years left. Swansea. Walter Senga, no. Leicester. Don't think they are a top team really, but it would be interesting if you actually could win the title again. I mean, they're still stable and they almost have 4 stars there. Let's see. I mean, unfortunately, they don't have so many players. Not too bad. I know I shouldn't check right now on jobs here. Maybe a little bit old players, maybe. To be fair. Atlanta. Florentina. Fortunately, most of the managers, as you can see there, they have pretty long contracts, I don't know. But I'm probably just going to play through this season and then see if any job is free to try to go in for. But so far we will just focus at Arsenal. I'm trying to win the league, that's my main issue. And I mean, yes, it would be great to actually do it better in Champions League than last season, but I'm not going to I'm still going to prioritize the league because I want to win the league. And I feel like the Champions League is always, I think City won it last season, so still the English team are the best, so in that sense it wouldn't be impossible to take double, and we have a pretty wide squad still, so as you can see, a quarterfinal would be interesting to see. Let's just check here in the final. Bayern München, Inter, PSG. PSG would be tough though. Hopefully we will not flop like we did last season and it's got knocked up. But I mean, we won Europa League instead, so all bad things can turn into good. Wonder. Oh, there is the Champions League though. I want to see how much money do I left. 9, 10 million. It's not. Oh, I'm going to show you here. I don't know. I'm confused. David Miles. Okay, it doesn't look superb, but it's great teamwork. And still pretty decent. Good stamina, good strength. Still pretty okay as a backup. Guess he could be better, but yeah. And he's actually played third 3 matches in Premier League. Okay, he's not played that much, but still. I did not find anyone else that was not super expensive. And then Plank, Luca Plank. No, it says that he isn't that great. I mean, I'm confused. He said before that he was superb. I don't understand sometimes. But he did not cost that much. He cost just over 1 million. I still thought it was decent, and he's not terrible still. He's capped under 20s and being 16 years old, so that's still really, really good. Oh, another rematch. Hopefully that would not be the difficulty this season, just the away tactic. We'll have a good team, but I will just bottle it up with my too bad way tactics, or I'm not sure really if I should play another tactic. I have the Libero tactic here, but it's only really one player. And isn't he? Yeah, I believe he's still, or no, he isn't injured anymore. But I don't know really if it's worth that. He's still not superb in that position. I mean, I want to see here. What do you say? I might. It's probably going to bottle because it hasn't worked that great before. But I might just for this match try it out and see how it works. And if it doesn't work well, then we are going to not use it. I mean, I'm thinking now, what if I flop? Wow, then it would be terrible, really. Got sacked after half season, like spent 364,000 on new players, and still I'm not able to win the league and even finish outside top 4 or whatever, or get sacked after like half a season being mid-table. Oh my god, that would be shambolics. Then I really have to go to a smaller team. But hopefully that will not happen, because why would it happen when we spend so much money on players? Not really worth it. I mean, the most of the players you should show me here, they are not good enough. They're just meh. I mean, 3 stars, that's just not good enough. He was decent. 3. Yeah, I've actually gotten the French league on, and my god, there are some French players which is, I mean, they got relegated and have this players. I don't know if it's something broken, but it's just insane. And he has not played any single match, and still he's like a world-class player. That's just totally bonkers. And 65. I don't have that money, but still superb. Lelico. I mean, Chris Manning was kind of disappointed at me letting Valverde go. So he said that we would sign Lelico. I mean, it's not bad, but his heading is just 12 in heading for a central defender. And 56, I feel like it's too much for especially, I mean, what was it called now? Juan Manuel. Yes, he's worth that amount of money. Tariq Motley. I don't think we're going to be able to sign him. I believe the value is like 100 million euros. Oh, how is it because we won Europa League? That's okay. I guess it is because of that. When you win the Europa League and win the league, because I think it is this bizarre CSKA Moscow and Porto. I think that is the main reason there. And how good you go in Champions League, because Bayern Munich and PSG we could see went pretty far. Yeah, I guess this is just the title winners. And then it comes, I mean, that's insane that Manchester United still. Oh, great, Barcelona and Juventus. What do we have left that we're going to get? We could get Zenit or Ajax. I mean, this is and Celtic is not bad either. I want Slava Prague or Zurich, but I'm not going to get it. Okay. Mönchengladbach. I mean, this is a tough group, I'm not going to lie. Mönchengladbach finished 4th. I don't know, which player do they have? Okay, he's not superb still. Which other players do they have here? Not really anything fantastic. Oh, they have him. I've heard of him. Mengog. I mean, still it's kind of meh. Still think that they are definitely the weakest team in the group. But Juventus, though, they are pretty tough. I mean, yes, they've not finished that great recently, but still. I don't know, where did they end? Or did they also, they went to Europa League as well. Got knocked off of Porto, so maybe I shouldn't be super worried. Then they played Europa League again, got knocked out by Köln. It's not super impressive, to be fair. And then they got knocked out against Liverpool, but still. Juventus, I don't know. Barcelona. I mean, I think they did not. Yeah, got knocked out against Inter, which is surprising. And then semi-final here. Knocked out Real Madrid, but then got knocked out against PSG. Seems like a long time since Barcelona won Champions League even. If they're even... Oh. That's just bonkers, that. First season they won Europa League, not even Champions League, but Europa League. That seems very insane. That they got knocked out of the Champions League group stage. First freaking season. Like, that doesn't even happen. Oh well. Hopefully we can at least do it better. Because maybe we are better against better teams. Because last season we had a group which I was thinking, it's no way we're not going through it. And we bottle it still. So, to be fair, maybe it's better if we actually meeting teams that are really good instead of meeting teams that are like, there was I need to see again which we met here. Wolfsburg. I mean, PSG, yes, tough. Wolfsburg, I mean, they're not bad on the game. I'm just going to say that. But still, as you can see here, they're not really consistent in the league. So I still felt like we would be able to win against them. As you can see, Maccabi Haifa draw. And then Wolfsburg, I feel like it wasn't too much that... Okay, it was 2 points still, so... But yeah, we shouldn't even have gotten draw. If we wouldn't have got a draw against that Israeli team, we would have at least gotten at the same point as... Wolfsburg, so yeah, I still feel like we should probably have been able to do it better. Not going to lie. I'm just going to try this. It might fail miserable. Might fail terribly, but let's at least give it a try and see how good it's going to work, or how good it's not going to work, because that's probably what is going to happen. Do we have any players here that are decent? Don't think so. Longo. I wish we had him. Look at him. I had them for, what was it, 3 seasons, and then piece you got them for 220 million. I mean, that's just too little. Damn. Wenger selling him for like no money whatsoever. Still frustrated, but I mean, I have Wenger as a director of football, and I think it's kind of a nice challenge with that. Fortunately, it's surprising, it's not done anything, and I'm pretty sure, you might check, but I'm pretty sure he is supposed to do every single thing here. Okay, not handle contract, but he's supposed to do all the signing, but it's not done anything. It's like, it's just, oh, I'm retired, I'm not going to do anything now. Oh, that seems kind of lazy of you. I know you are a legend at the club, but you still have a job to do. It's just insane. Just, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to take vacation. Oh, Rutan is... that was not great. Well, let's see how it turns out. Probably need to get out Rutan after half the match there, because his fitness was superb. I want to make this work. Oh, Icardi. I know he's going to score now. I just know it. Chris Manning. Illich. Great cross in here. With, that should be a better. You should not hit it in the crossbar there. How is that not a shot on target? It hits the crossbar. That should definitely be a shot on target, if something. Or is it just a shot on target when you hit the goalkeeper or hit the net? That kind of feels a little bit bizarre. Boateng, Illich, Felix, Boateng, you are definitely faster there. Vinicius, Xavi, Alex Thomas, Roberts, Patrick Roberts with the first goal of the match here. He still can score a lot of goals and a lot of assists, and he shows it there. He can play as offensive midfielder, so maybe this is what we need. Still, libero tactic away, just to shock the other teams, just super offensive. I don't know, or maybe it's not going to work at all. Yes, we will just see. Will still be in there. Chris Manning here goes through, and he comes. Oh, Hutton saves it. That is, I hate that when we get so nice chances and we don't score. It's like really stupid. Just free with the goalkeepers, and still we do not even score. Oh. Oh no, Icardi. I mean, why are you so damn... Okay, great interception there. Whose number is it? Rutan, number 26. Who is... Okay, Grubel actually saved us there when the great tackle. But I don't know what really, to be fair, what really Rutan has done. He's not done anything. I guess it's good that it's not been in any problem or such, but still, he's not done anything. Maybe that's good. Maybe I doesn't want to have to see him there. Okay, that was a great interception though. Now we can counter here. Luis, Vinicius. Chris Manning is free there, but he doesn't let go of the ball, but Milos gives it to Chris Manning and 2-0. Great. I thought it would go out, thought it would just disappear, that chance, because it seems like Vinicius just wasted it away, or but it still works. So surprising. Chelsea has 9 points so far. Leeds has started really good as well. I don't know if anyone has also played 3 matches, might not be that case. Kennedy still have a decent team, kind of surprising. I guess it's Southampton, they are still very inconsistent. And I still mean this is still the top league, so even if a team has good players doesn't mean that they're still going to do it, like win the league or whatever. So far so good. Probably get out Chris Manning here, since he seemed tired, and the same with Root, and hopefully will not totally debacle here. He can't really play there either. Can Umtiti play here? Should be. No. Can anyone play in this role? Okay, I will just still play Umtiti there. And then Caprari as false 9. Try that role for him there. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It would be really cool if we could win like the triple or such. I guess we want to win tournament, even if it's kind of who the freak cares about Europa Super Cup. But yeah, I hope that I mean, I'm not going to care about Carabao Cup since I've already won it. But the FA Cup, I want to win. I've been in the final two times, I believe, and lost both. And maybe one semi-final as well, and lost that. Yeah, I believe it was against Bournemouth or something stupid like that we should have gone through. Okay, Alex Thomas with another crossing side of here. Hutton, it's a great save. Danso, Pablo Sergio, Hutton, Danso, Alberino, Terrier, Cardi, Kennedy. Why are the 3 players defending against them there? That seemed kind of suspicious. Maybe not the best for you all to go on one player. And Liverpool is winning as well. I mean, kind of surprising how bad Vinicius has been. I think Mayoral might work really good as a shadow striker. I mean, it's still a little bit disappointing. I'm checking at Vinicius' stats. He should dominate, but he doesn't do that. And it says that he is leading player from Premier League. I guess he played good there, but I guess he's still young. It might be that is the problem. He's not experienced, and this is a little bit like Hazard was before, a little bit uneven in games. But maybe he needs some seasons to actually become really, really good. And well, I mean, I'm not sure really, because it's still Southampton. It's probably not worth playing against top teams away, but maybe against like lesser teams, just all attacking, trying to put pressure on them and such. Courage. I'm still pretty happy that we haven't conceded any goal. Ooh, Grubel, Manuel Grubel. Grubel. And he scores his first goal, so very nice. 3-0. Stable victory here against Southampton. So I guess I will see how much I will stream as well this season. I might play through a little bit off screen as well, so we can actually get forward in the season. And also I'm really excited to maybe be able to take over another team in this stream series. It might not happen because I might not get the sort of job I want, but at least we will see if we, I mean, some manager will get sacked anyway. But I don't wanna, I want to still win the titles. I mean, it's just, yes, they will sack manager, but will they sack manager after the season? Probably it's some players that are going to, and it's no World Cup either, so there's no manager that's going to want to take over a national team as well, so I don't really know if I should expect super much really there. But as I said, I could take a team that is less good, or I don't know, West Ham. I mean, I know they are rivals. Lustig, that's bizarre that he's actually mentioned. I mean, 7, they've not done it bad. But I mean, Everton, I would not mind them, for example. I don't want to loan him out. Stop trying to get him on loan. I don't want to loan him out. I know he's not played that many matches, but he will get game time. I'm just retraining him right now to play as a right back. So that's just what I'm doing right now. He's probably going to play the next match. Oh, yeah, it is a derby after all. And then a really important match against Mönchengladbach. I will see how much I can play. Carabao Cup Barnsley, not that exciting. Or Manchester City, Barcelona. Here we have an interesting chunk of matches as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much. Would still maybe be fun for you to see all the very interesting matches. I just hate, like in real life, the freaking Kuretsu. I mean, he's superb. It's just insane. They just, oh, he's not good enough. We are going to loan him out. I tried to get them before. I guess Patrick Roberts is still better, but still he's just superb. I want to see. No. Oh yeah, I forgot. Our transfer window was ended, so we can't even make. That was why David Miles. I wasn't able to get them in this transfer window. Oh, that's just great. We're going to face off against him. That is a superb. I believe I don't know, but last year seemed to produce a lot of superb Italian youngsters. It's not like they were really, I don't know really, but I feel like they're not like top of the table or something like that. They just produce a lot of very talented Italians now in the game. So let's see here. I mean, they really great. So, and they had Cataldi, of course. He's also a pretty good player. Only 20 years old. I guess Kurtzi, as you could see, he was an Atlanta player from the beginning, but still, I snapped him up. Or Lazio, so it's still like, and they're not even, and maybe their defense is just woeful? I don't know. Since they do not seem to do that great in the league. Maybe it's just like in real life they don't have very good defensive squad. They have a really good offensive team, but not a good defensive team. Chris Manning. 6 goals on 3 matches. Milic as well, 2 goals. Did he do 2 assists as well? Doesn't even say that, but well. I'm still disappointed. Okay, now Chris Manning has scored 100 goals for the club. I still feel like he almost should be a legend. Unfortunately, he's only icon. I mean, if this happened in real life, that he got the striker that was that good. I mean, I'm pretty sure, or was it? I'm pretty sure it was league goals. He scored over 100 right now. 100 goals in 137 matches. Yeah, he's probably going to definitely destroy. And it was not like Thierry Henry has been bad. It's going to be really interesting, actually, in real life to see him mention Monaco. Really bizarre as well that he actually, or their manager Jardim actually decided to not. I mean, how many matches is this? He has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons, and Chris Manning has now played. I'm just curious. What? No. That doesn't really count because he wasn't in the first team there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is his 7th season. And how many goals? He has... Okay, he still doesn't have the... 31 goal is the record for per season. That's not been able to... But it's the highest average rating. I mean, how many goals has he scored at most? 35. Oh, 3 goals away. 3 or 4 goals away from Thierry Henry there. It's just very nice as well that it's a youth project for the team. I mean, he was good when I got him up, but I feel like if I wouldn't have bring him in and actually started him almost, I guess he wasn't like 3rd choice first season, and as you can see there, he scored just 4 goals first season on I guess it's not terrible for being a youth player. Zlatan is the oldest player. We had 40 years and 270 days. Fabregas still the youngest player with 16 and 212 days. Chris Manning, most man of matches, most clean sheets, still Patrick Schick, Patrick Roberts, most assists with 11, most goal in. This is kind of surprising that actually Chris Manning has not been able to. I mean, that is an old record. Okay, that's not really, but what is it? Like 90 years old record, 7 goals in 1 match. I hope he can, but it would be bizarre still. Oh, he was oldest goal scorer, not the oldest players. Yeah, many of this. Youngest player ever, Ben Wood. Fortunately, he hasn't developed that much. Developed that good as I hoped in the beginning. Most matches, old Larry. Can you see? No. I don't know them who has the most matches. Who's been here the longest? Really? I guess UMTT has not been here. Superb. I guess Patrick Roberts would be the players. But that's not... that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's as high as 180 matches or something like that. So, believe no one is going to beat that record either. But again, how many goals was it? It wasn't super many, I feel like. I don't feel like talking about this. Too many freaking questions. Caswell. Okay, we don't have to. Those who are 20th don't have to. Very fun there. Actually, Jack Wilshere is in. He's probably not going to play anything, but he's in the Champions League squad still. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not. I don't know if he even played anything. Unfortunately, his weight is still so high, and I have not been able to sell him here. And he's still Jack Wilshere, so I know he's just played 12 matches there recently, and here he's played 16 and not too many from start. But it's still Jack Wilshere, so how can I sell him? Still Jack Wilshere. I mean, it would be great because, yeah, 400,000 is still a lot for a player that doesn't even get any game time whatsoever in the league or in the cups. Unfortunately, both Ramsey's and Wilshere's physical stats, they just dropped dramatically when they turned like 30 years old. It's not IQ, it's not like Jack Wilshere is super old. He's still just 34. So yeah, I mean, mentally it's just superb, but yeah, natural fitness is good and balance, but elsewhere not really cutting it for Premier League. I'm not even sure, or maybe it's good enough. It would be interesting. Is he good enough for Championship still? No, isn't the leading player for League One now. I mean, why doesn't any League One team then pick him up? I guess it's because his wages. But I mean, I could loan him out and could just need to pay like 10% of his wages. Ah, Gabriel Malik. Still 3 stars, so I guess it's not terrible. I don't really understand this. I don't understand how good you have to be to get 5 stars, really. Because I feel like he is a world-class player and is one of the best defenders in the league. But what do you have to do to get 5 stars, really? It seems like a thing that to never give out 5 stars or such. Not too bad for being American, to be fair. Okay, it's not superb, but still not too bad. It was not super expensive either. I don't feel like we need them, really. Unfortunately, no one is of these. And yeah, we have spent almost all of the transfer money. So still have a little bit left in wages, but oh well, I'm just going to keep it, not damaging the economy more. Feel like our economy is still, yeah, as you can see, both on those we are green there, and as well I believe no, oh it's probably my other save where I've actually managed. Chris Manning, why does Chris Manning get injured? I guess I was thinking anyway to rest Chris Manning before the Champions League match, but still. I know it's probably like Harry Kane in real life for England's team, but still. Why do you have to play where they are playing from start and him getting injured? I mean, I'm still surprised that he doesn't get so much injured, because he's playing so many matches and it's always the first choice for me, so I'm surprised he never really got an injury like even a month or such. I don't know, would be interesting actually if we could see that, how many injury, fairly consistent, so well, tendency to not stuck into rough challenge. I mean, he still doesn't really have any. He has 5 stars, so I guess he's the only one in our team that has 5 stars. And it's really bizarre. Steve Ball says that he's just 4.5 stars. I don't understand. World class, and then for why is there such a difference between those two? Or is Steve Ball like really just? Oh, I'm never going to give in. As you can see, 5 days, gashed head. Okay, fractured jaw he had there. But else, as you can see, 4 weeks, that is the longest injury. And you would feel like, especially if he plays like 30 matches or something like that, and Champions League. I mean, here last season he played 39 matches from start. 39 okay, I guess he could play more, so I'm still rotating a little bit. But still there, it's just bizarre that he has so few injuries for being like first choice and being a lone striker. You would feel that the defender would go harder on him, but it hasn't happened. It might happen, and in the end, just that would be awful if he just get a long-term injury and like broke his bones or broke his leg and just, oh, it's going to be away for half the season or whatever. I don't know what I will do then. To be fair, I don't know. I will panic. I will definitely panic then. Yeah, 175. Chris Manning has 100. Okay, he's probably need another season, so if he doesn't score like 49, it's bonkers if he would score. I mean, then it would be really messy numbers if he scores 55 goals this season. Or no. Or I guess at 40. Okay, 50. Or no. I need to. Sorry, I can't remember the numbers here. As you can see, more of a capturing. Okay, so it's 75. Okay, then it's even more. He has to score 76 league goals. I guess it's not impossible if he keeps up this, like scoring double the goals amount per match. But that would just be insane. I don't even know what the I feel like probably Ronaldo or Messi did in La Liga sometimes win like the scoring, and I've seen some in Football Manager being able to get like a player on like scoring 50 goals. Probably it might be total low, or in the league, but still 76. It would. That would be bonkers, because then we have to score a lot of goals as well. I guess we could try. Checking that, I almost feel like I have to play for one season more with Arsenal just to make sure that Chris Manning gets legendary status and actually has scored more goals than the Thierry Henry. But 76 goals, or is it even that? Might be even more actually. Yeah. He actually has to score 82 goals now, I realized. I think it's not going to happen though. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't understand. This is just bizarre, Chris Manning. This is just bizarre. How can you say, hope that the Espresso Cat attempt to strengthen the squad soon? I've strengthened it. I've spent 360 million and still not good enough for you. I don't know what else I have to do to convince you. It's just because I did let Valverde go. And it's just bizarre because it was as well Valverde. He was not even the first choice last season. Checking at that stats, he did not really do so good. And as well, we signed him for free, so you're just weird human being. Chris Manning. So that's to be fair not great that he's annoyed at me. Okay, let's get Marcelo in there. Bruton is still tired though. Warren, or do we have Caswell off as well? How can everyone be freaking tired here? That's just annoying. I'm going to. Can Jay Wilson be? Can he play? Pulled ligament seems kind of insane to play him then. Why is everyone freaking tired? Why do we have to play national matches? That's just what I wonder. It's just so annoying. Why? Patrick Roberts, Nils Jakobsen, Harwinks. Xavi. Then we'll see about last spot there as a central defender. Not really sure who to put there since everyone seems like dead almost. Or maybe I should bring in Marcelo, but then I'm a little bit worried. I don't know what it says on his profile there. Patrick Gomez, but I'm a little bit worried if he's going to play so many matches that he's going to get injury prone. Guess I could see here medical report 6 weeks. I guess he's still been pretty good, not getting so many injuries. So I guess I'm going to still change that around there. And then play Marcel as a cover. Let's go, and then Winks as advanced playmaker there. So yeah, some rotation here, definitely, because we are going to have the Champions League then. Use the wings as usual. I think I'm going to do the Borussia Mönchengladbach match. I'm going to do this West Ham match and then Borussia. How can Dybala be better? Okay, I guess he's not bad, but still. Oh wow. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said something because it's remarkable numbers. Just when he got to Real Madrid, 23 goals, 25, 25, 28. That's very consistent. Feel like that's even better than what is it called? That's even better than Chris Manning, to be fair. Only 2 substitution. Well, that was good. I checked it again. Let's make some changes here. I mean that average rating as well, 8.35. I know it's not going to be that good, but still, that's just insane if they keep that up. Both Chris Manning and Illich. Then they definitely going to be on the team of the year. It would just be insane. But I think they're going to drop down a little bit because you can't. Even a world-class player, I don't know if... Is this Marcelo's first league game from start? I want to see that. Yeah. As you can see, it's not too bad. 3 stars. A potential for 4. Fortunately, a 6th choice right now, but definitely have potential. And as you can see here, there are his... How much I did pay for him, it was like nothing. Not even $1 million, so... Pretty happy, actually, that we got him in there. Loaned him out last season back to Brazil. Oh, I don't know why I'm not playing on control here. Bournemouth and Chelsea. I don't want to play direct football either. No shots on target so far. Really dull match, unfortunately. From both of the teams, I would say. Oh yeah, they signed the ASCII, this player that I wanted to maybe get in from... What is it? From West Bromwich, that got relegated last season. That was like West Bromwich's best player. But I guess we will sign them next season, maybe. And I guess it's just better because now he's going to play in like a middle team or upper half team, and then it's going to be good enough to play in a top team like Arsenal. Oh no. I feel worried if they get the first chance here. Oh no. What kind of defense is that? What kind of defense is that? What kind of defense is that? That's just retarded. I mean, first that they flip. It just goes on his feet and in. How unlucky can you freaking be? That's just such a dumb goal. So I don't. One shot on target. Yeah, was it that shot you meant? It was against own goals. I don't know if that really counts as a shot on target, to be fair. Okay, I guess I'm going to get Chris Manning in because Caprari has not done any freaking stuff today, unfortunately. And Illich as well, because they're still like the best players. Cabaletta car. What are you? That's a strange name, if something. Come on, we shouldn't lose this. 2 losses. 2 losses in the league already. Then I don't feel like confident that we will win the league, really, to be fair. I mean, no one is really playing that great. 1 shot on target. It's just annoying because West Ham have not done anything either. So it's not like West Ham have been so great, so they deserve to lead the match here. I know it might not be the great to rest players, but still, we have a Champions League, and we should have a wide squad not to be able to lose points against West Ham at home. Okay, maybe away I should have actually put an ordinary team, but I mean, at home, they should be able, the other players, to actually play good. Oh, that was basically what we needed. Alex Thomas and Milos Ilicic. Annoying, really annoying that it has to take 63 minutes for us to score, and that we have to take in our world-class players to actually be able to score. Umtiti, Milos assist again. I guess he's just the assist king. He might actually. I don't know. Was it 17 assists? I feel like he's already scored, like, probably done, what can it be? 6 assists, at least. Okay, let's, no. Good there on TT. Caswell. It's a little bit funny because we have scored all the goals in the match. Jakobsen, Chris Manning. Oh. That's a little bit annoying as well, because now Chris Manning has played, I don't know how much, but half the match probably. So it's not going to be super fit for the Champions League. So 80. So we're top of the table now. 9 points for Bournemouth, 9 points for... Oh, Jakobsen is injured again. He seems to be very injury prone, unfortunately. Like I said, Chris Manning, not so injury prone, but great. Illich as well. I mean, that's just, hopefully it's not knee injury, foot injury. Just annoying because Spurs be doing a terrible match. To be fair, I'm still not happy with just winning 2-1 against West Ham at home. I mean, yes, they might not be terrible or might be decent actually, but still, we should not be this woeful at home. And secondly, oh, sorry, I'm not going to be happy with that, because that is retardedly bad. Yes, we started great, but I mean, I guess it's good to still win, even if you're not doing that such a great match. Okay, nice. They just have short-term injuries. I was worried, because you never know. Sometimes you could get those orange spots or orange, yeah, and it might actually be a worse injury. Might sometimes actually be a 2 weeks injury, even if it makes no sense why you don't would get a sort of a call it a red bunch there, or whatever to call it, red bunch. Okay, I'm probably at least gonna play the Leeds and Barnsley game away, since they're not that interesting. And I'm also going to today probably as well record Trapani, even if I have the next week, but just for the week after that. Just 1 hour time now, just to do it. How does the table look? Tottenham has not lost any match. Well, that's bizarre. And not City either. We meet City, I believe, after the Leeds match there. And the Barnsley match in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, that will definitely, I believe it's a home as well, so will probably be tough, but hopefully we will be able to win that. I mean, we dominated, as you can see there in the Europa Cup match, so hopefully it would be total it's not going to be total domination. I don't feel that. And Chelsea is still being terrible, losing to Norwich of all teams. Brian Duffy. Okay, third, I guess it's nice as well, because I'm a little bit worried about Manchester United and Liverpool. So they at least 2 points less, and I guess it's nice that no one has really won every single match. That would be worrisome if someone had just run away with the league or whatever. I guess it still has 1 point, so it still can happen a lot, and it's just like 3 matches played, so it's like nothing. Okay, Milos is probably not going to be able to play. 6 assists already. That's insane. Jay Wilson played pretty good in the recent matches started, so I'm not sure. I should probably. I have Garrett Wilson here as well. He's just third choice. He might actually play in the Carabao Cup. Juan. And I think I'm still going to play Wilson just. Or should I? Rutten has not started that great though. Warren. Patrick Gomez is going to be dead after the season here. I can promise you that. Roberts and Vinicius. The central midfield is not. Maybe I should, but I'm not sure that I can do that. Actually, bring in. Where is he? Not Ian Joyce, but Stacy, because he was really good last season. He started really good now as well. Yeah, as you can see here. Because I thought that my central midfield would play. I mean, they've not been bad. They've kind of just been sort of dole. Yeah. I was just expecting more from them. OTT, because he can play in both position there. Go to Coranti, Xavi, Chamaral, Caprari, just because they are very versatile. Feared, unfortunately, hasn't started that great as well, because yeah, you remember he did a superb last season being just a backup. I guess he's just played one match, but still 8 goals scored, 8 assists, and that's just as a backup to Alex Thomas. And I believe he scored a hat-trick in the last league game of the year. And it was just right after the national boss for England had not taken him into World Cup squad. So it was like really a long finger to who is managing England now. Might actually check that just because I'm curious. How can I? Guess it's. Oh, this is confusing. Where can? Oh, I can. Could just go here. No, it wasn't Gary Monks. I believe he's now Appleton. He's just did not even give Firt. Did not take him into the first team. But now I actually started. As you can see, a lot of wingers from Arsenal. Unfortunately, actually Warren as well. So 5 Liverpool players. 4. It's pretty even actually. But it actually was someone else. I guess I kind of disagree, but Caswell he was superb last season. I guess maybe I shouldn't expect him to do as good this season, but still he's a decent backup. And we have TT after all if we need to there. It's just the right back that is a little bit maybe not that great. I don't understand why this is sort of brown or orange, because I feel like, especially when it started that good. And I don't really understand either why Caprari has 3 stars. And I don't feel like he's a good just player for. Oh well, I don't care. He has potential still, and that's what I care about. As you can see, Vinicius as well, only 3 stars. I don't. Maybe we have to spend. Maybe it's like Mourinho. We have to spend like 3 million next season as well. At least the game is telling me that just no, you can't win the title because you have to spend the. I mean, I don't like spending money. It's just that is just how easy it is. I don't like spending money and just have like super high wages on players that do not deserve it. I like to work with. I know you had to have. I mean, for example, Chris Manning. That is his wages. So yeah, I still have to pay them a lot, but I don't want to pay them like extensively if they do not deserve it or whatever. So I'm still not going to overspend it. I guess we will just have to see how far this team is going to go. Since I spend still 3.6 or 360,000. No, 360. Yeah, 360 million on players. Wouldn't be interesting how far it takes us, or if it's just going to be a flop in the end. I feel at least like it should. We might not win the league because Chelsea, or no, not Chelsea, Manchester City has a really good team and they are very difficult to defeat. But I at least feel like we would definitely fight for a title. We're 3 points last season away from the title and was really close. Surprisingly, the top team was not that great, so we should definitely, when we strengthen so much, even be just, I don't know if domination is the best thing, but we would definitely take a lot of points in the league. And hopefully, I mean, it depends on the drawing in Champions League, but hopefully semi-final. I feel like then I would be. It seems like a high standard and high goals, but when you have spent so much, you really want the players to perform their best and do their best. I mean, I will not be happy if we just win the Carabao Cup and just finish like third again in the league and just get knocked out of the Champions League just like last season. Then I would definitely resign. Ooh, Chris Manning, yeah. Luis Vinicius, maybe in this season. He's only 21 years old, so still has the future for him. I mean, Chris Manning, how old is he? 24. I mean, that's no number. He's not even in his best prime year. That was kind of is funny. So it's probably going to be even better in like 2 years when he's 26. Because, yeah, strikers are best in that sort of age span or whatever to call it. When they are 26, 27. Alex Thomas is forward here. Can he put in the cross? Chris Manning, and we get the penalty, and it's Chris Manning once again. Fortunately, this isn't a league, so I don't know. I shouldn't be disappointed that he's scoring goals, but I mean, I rather want him to score goals in the league to get nearer Thierry Henry. I don't know. Feel free to tell me if you are Arsenal fans how many goals to. I don't feel like he's top scorer in Champions League. I feel it was Raul. Shevchenko scored a lot as well. Now probably Ronaldo is the best top scorer, or Messi as well. I don't know who's like the best in history, to be fair, over like multiple seasons. So I guess he could take that as well. Guess I could check after this match. Chris Manning. Wow, that's surprising that isn't even a goal. I might actually take him out here. Giving Caprari or Borja Mayoral some game time. I won't see Chris Manning. I know I said he's not getting so much injury, but still, I don't want to take the risk to playing every single minute of every single game, because I feel like even it's still risky, even if it's not been that injury pro, still risky to never rest a player just because he's like Messi. Still going to, he might not get. I will bring in more Borja Mayoral. I will try to lose here. I know it's not superb here, but let's just see how it works, because they said that he do we? No, we did not have Marcelo, unfortunately. I guess that wasn't the greatest thing either, to not put him on the bench. One shot. I mean, this is pretty good if this happens to actually finish with a draw. Then we're leading the league even. Or we're leading the Champions League group here. I'm think, you know, I will take out Patrick Roberts. I mean, probably Boateng, because he's probably going to start the next match. I'm going to try. I know he's not superb there, but I still. Or actually, no. Okay, now I have to do a change because no. I have to do a change here because I did not want this to happen, but it happened. Alex Thomas. Yeah, I mean it might be again like a 2 days injury, but always, even if most of the time, if I get even orange injuries there, if I still have a substitution to make, I'm still going to take them out because I don't want to take the risk and just them being more, or just the injury just getting worse. So yeah, Di Mata, we have not been great in the second half here, I guess. Baja Mayoral should have done a little bit better at least, not just shoot on the goalkeeper there. But still, we are doing the job. I guess sample, as you can see, the average rating is mostly as Vinicius. That's bizarre. It's been the same thing in the season start in the league, but there it's been Illich and Chris Manning. And that's been like way higher standard than everyone else. It's not really great. I feel like Illich might be a player that's more injury prone or such. I guess it was nice that I did not risk anything with playing him here. Actually, never. It might be if it is a final, I might actually play with or give them like shots to be able to play if it was a Europa League or Champions League match, and it's like a really vital play. If it was like Chris Manning, for example, and he had still like an injury or such, I would maybe. But else I wouldn't really do it. Ever really. Okay, very nice. Just one day, so no worries there. Okay, I'm going to end off here, but I'm just curious, so I'm just going to check it. It's a little bit worth some, as you can see here on goal scorers. I mean, I was hoping, especially. I know it might be. I know we might have needed another, but 16 goals. I was still hoping, and 18 goals there. And the same with, yeah, I mean, it might still happen. And he scored every single season. Maybe he's not that good anymore, but still 12 goals, 15 goals, 12 goals, 12 goals, and 18 goals even here for the comeback to Real Madrid. So I still feel like they are very stable strikers, but that might be a little bit of a problem that we're too dependent of Chris Manning. Okay, I really want to see where can we find records. Where is this records? Most assists, most goals scored in one season, Cristiano Ronaldo. I want to know most goals scored ever in Champions League, not most goals scored in one season. That's annoying. By a player. Most man of matches, highest rating, Neymar. Most assists. I feel like that's just one season. That's very annoying. Why can't you see who's actually scored the most goals ever? You can just see one season. That's dumb. That's really dumb. I guess I could see in real life and just come back to you in the next stream who's actually scored the most goal in Champions League ever. I think, yeah, it might be Messi now, but before I know Raul and Filippo Inzaghi had records, but I can't remember how many goals it was with. I mean, we could check how many goals Chris Manning has scored in Champions League, though, through the years. Or I guess it might not be the best because we can't see, because this is continental there. So I guess I have to also kind of calculate how many goals there is there. But oh well. Thank you all for watching. Have a good tea and a good coffee day, and I see you soon again. So bye.